So we had a nice little rain shower last night. Today is going to be one of those, cool, wet, kind of miserable days. I have queen cells maturing today, which we have to get at, but we haven't pulled our nukes off yet because the weather hasn't been cooperating. It was raining yesterday, and I'll probably call Carrie in today to pull off the splits that we've made up. Should be able to get that done, and then we'll make use of these cells that come mature today. But I just want to show you the next step in the whole process. We missed 2 days of grafting now because of miserable weather, which is no big deal. Once we get back onto it tomorrow, we'll probably step it up and graft a couple bars just to make sure we satisfy our work as we move forward. So on day 8 within the builder, we transfer these cells into the incubator. So we have one set in the incubator right now. Yesterday we couldn't get into the hives to transfer those cells in the incubator, so they can stay put in the builder. The ones that needed to be transferred yesterday and the cells that needed to be transferred today likely will just stay put in the builder until we get a chance to get at them. And that's where the incubator comes into play. We use the incubator to help us manage our weather. When it's nice and the bees are flying and everything's happy, we can carry through with our plans, transfer everything into the incubator, and then when the weather turns miserable, it just allows us to manage our work without having to dig into the hives. So right now I have cells waiting for transfer in the incubator. We don't have to go into the hives to find these cells to transfer into the nukes. So you kind of see what I'm doing here. We're just adding one more step, one more layer to help us manage the weather, and it just makes our job so much easier. So I'm going to show you the cells in the incubator. The honey house is a bit of a mess right now, so you'll have to kind of excuse the chaos that's going on inside the honey house right now. You got to keep your crew busy, and you keep them busy with a bunch of jobs. Okay, so this is the place is full. I've had the guys, they're sorting boxes yesterday, so looks like they got a lot of work done yesterday. My incubator is just tucked around the side here. I like to keep it in this room because I need a nice, consistently cool room to set the incubator to keep the temperature within the unit more consistent. What we've got here is, I stepped up the temperature a little bit this year to 93. I had it at 92.5 last year, and I felt it was just a little bit slow. So we stepped it up to 93 to see if that'll quicken things up a little bit. We have the humidity is over 60%. We maintain the high humidity inside, which is good. So I'm just going to briefly open this up. So on day 8 from the builder, we transfer the cells into the foam case. We know what's going on because of our cell tracker card. Let's take a look at some cells here. Beautiful looking cells. These cells were put into the incubator packed full of royal jelly, and as you can see, a lot of it has been consumed, which is a good sign. I like these plastic queen cells because you can see inside. This one too. The cells have been made just packed full of royal jelly. Look at those queens have eaten pretty much all that up. I'll close this up right away, but what we would do is we take this full case now out to the yard and we drop it into the carry case, which is this thing. And this plugs into the truck and it keeps the cells from chilling as we transport them out to the yard and then into the nukes. So as soon as they get put into the foam case into the incubator, then it's just a matter of transferring the cells with the foam case. It makes our job a lot easier. It also helps manage early hatches. When there's an early hatch, the queen is kept within the foam case and she can't get out and destroy other queen cells within the incubator. One thing I don't miss at all is buying queens. Buying import queens is just a bunch of stress wrapped up into a big ball of work. I just hated whether to come through like this and receiving a shipment of 200 queens and having them sit on my desk. The hive work isn't done. We got to get to the yards. We got to get these queens out. It was the stress that was not needed. So by managing my operation more in a self-sustainable queen rearing operation, I've been able to, manage that stress out. There's still stress involved with, we still have to follow through with the whole project, and we still need the weather. We still have to get the work done. But I don't have thousands of dollars sitting on my desk right now waiting to be put into work that's not done yet. So like right now I'm fussing over, I have 30 cells in the incubator. I'm going to pinch them off maybe if we don't get work done today. Another 30 cells for tomorrow. We're missing a couple days of graft. Big deal. We just, tomorrow we're just going to graft 120 instead of the typical 30. So, we're going to catch up a little bit that way. So there's just little details, and I can manage around all that cost sitting on my desk, and that whip that's telling me to work when we can't isn't there anymore. And that's the basis around this whole queen rearing operation, is just trying to bring back a little more control into what I do in the operation and how I manage this place.